Hey, what's going on, you guys? Thanks for joining me on my Monday weigh-in and measurement video. If these get a little bit repetitive, just let me know in the comments down below. I know that my weight is going to come off super slow, and since I'm only working out like 2 days a week, I don't know how much of a difference my measurements are how much they're gonna change. Like, I know it's gonna take a while for me to get where I want to be, but I'm just really happy that I've been consistent with my eating and, you know, just totally on track, keeping control of my cravings and that sort of thing. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do these videos, is to basically keep me on track, keep me focused. And if you guys want to see like me weigh in and do my measurements, then, or like just kind of a little sit down update like this, then I figured that might be beneficial for me and you. But just let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to start doing these Monday weigh-ins and measurements every 2 weeks. A little update every 2 weeks instead of every single Monday. That's kind of what I did last time when I did my big chunk of weight loss, is that once I got around the high 160s to 170 range, I started to do my weigh-ins every 2 weeks just because things were coming off pretty slowly. And I feel like I'm in a really good place right now as far as my eating goes. Like, I don't feel like eating off plan at all. Like, I feel really good, and you know, I thank you guys for that and for the good responses that I've had in my last few videos, especially my binge eating one. You guys really helped me there, and you know, you helped me get on track, and I thank you guys so much for that. But let's go ahead and jump on into my weigh-in from this morning. I'm not really surprised because my weight kind of went up and down. It's been going up and down. I've been tracking it like whenever I remember to weigh in. I usually step on the scale every single morning, and then I might miss a day or two, but it's been going up and down probably like 4 pounds. I'm not really hating it. Like, I know that I'm weighing in right now the same weight I did 2 weeks ago today, and that's okay with me. I don't know if it's water retention in my muscles, but I could barely walk today. I'm like struggling. I did legs 2 days ago, and day 2 for me is always like the worst, and this was my first like real good leg day since I've been working out. And seriously, like, my legs are sore. It makes me feel kind of good, but it's really hard to like sit down without like something to hold on to. I'm really consistent with my diet. I've been tracking probably about 5 days out of the week, and I have been working out like 2 days a week. I want to bump up my working out to at least 3 days because my friend Greg set me up with a program where it's 3 days. So I'm going to try to like tweak a couple things so I can do it all at home, which he has helped me with in the past, which, you know, I really want to make his efforts worth it. I'm not really too worried about weighing the same just because my legs are really sore. I'm not sure if I'm retaining any water on my muscles and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna keep working out and keep eating right and see how things work out. So maybe in a month, then I'll compare like my first measurements to my last measurements during this month, even though I'm still going to be doing these check-ins with you guys every single week, unless you let me know otherwise in the comments down below. So just let me know if you want me to do these every 2 weeks with the check-ins like this, just sitting in front of the camera talking to you guys, let you know how my weeks are going and how things are progressing and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. Okay, let's jump into my measurements. So I did my neck, and there was one of you guys that had commented on my hip measurement and how I didn't do it in a correct spot, and so I looked up some YouTube videos, and I do want to be consistent with my measurements, and that's why like I'm going to wear the same thing, and I do want to do the same spots. So I did my right bicep at the highest point flexed and my left bicep at the highest point flexed, and I did my chest, and from now on I am going to do it more at nipple level because that's what I've been seeing more online, and because I breastfeed my daughter and I have for like so long, you know, and I'm not going to be wearing like a padded bra or anything like that. I don't want to do it at nipple level, but I'm going to probably do it at the largest area, like my pectoral area. And I also did my waist at the smallest part, which I'm going to keep doing it in that area because it's really easy for me to do it consistently in that area, not particularly at my belly button, but a little bit higher, probably about 1 inch higher than my belly button. And my hips, I'm going to start doing it around, from what I've seen online, is doing it around like your booty area and a little bit lower than what I did in the previous video. I know it's going to be inconsistent, but let's start here because I'm basically weighing in at the same weight. I don't want to totally scratch the last 2 videos, but I do, for this particular measurement, want to keep doing it in the same area. So I'm going to start doing it around the bubble of my butt all the way around in that hip area, and it's probably around like the crotch level. So I'm going to keep doing it in that area because there was that comment that somebody left saying I was doing the wrong spot, and I totally love your guys' constructive criticism as long as you're nice, like, you know, that person was. They weren't like, you know, vicious or anything like that. So I really appreciate that. So I'm going to consistently do it around the largest area of my butt and around my hip lower lower hip area. So I hope that's right. If I'm doing any of these wrong, please leave constructive criticism down below. I really appreciate that because I don't want to look like a fool online. And I totally will let you guys know if I'm doing things wrong or whatever, or if I'm improving something. And I also did my left and right thigh at the largest part of my inner thigh area. So, and that's where I can do it consistently, so that's where I'm going to be doing it, and that's where I have been doing it consistently this whole time. So I feel that if I keep doing those areas, then it'll be a consistent measurement that I'll be able to keep up with and maintain throughout this time in my weight loss and fitness journey. And also my calf muscle. So I did it around my calf muscle, around the largest part. I kind of checked both sides of my calf muscles, the left and the right side of the inner and outer part of my calf, just to make sure that I was getting the largest part of my calf. So those are my measurements, you guys. Let me know if you have any sort of comments or any sort of technique or any tips you guys might have. Leave them down in the comments down below. And yeah, I posted a full day of eating video, and I'll link that down below as well. And I have other playlists from my weight loss journey. I started at 258 pounds. I don't know how long you guys have been watching my channel, but I started my weight loss journey at 258 pounds after being 275 pounds pregnant with my daughter. And yeah, it took me about a year to lose my weight, and the last year, 2016, I've pretty much been maintaining. I did put on about 20 pounds this past year, 2017. So I'm just trying to work my way back down and feel healthy and work out and not let the scale dictate my activity. And that's another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, is that the scale might stay the same, but I'm going to continue working out and I'm going to continue eating right, and hopefully the measurements will, show the difference in my body composition and things moving around. So that's why I wanted to include the measurements, but I also want to make sure that I'm doing them right. So hopefully I can continue to consistently do my measurements. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any suggestions or tips, leave down below. But thanks for checking in on this Monday weigh-in and measurements, and I will see you guys in my next full day of eating, which will be up this week, because I plan on doing full day of eating once a week and these weigh-ins once a week. So I'll see you in my next video, you guys. Bye.